In November 2015, 15 female entrepreneurial leaders and male champions of change from Bangladesh and Nepal crossed the Indian Ocean to participate in an innovative capacity building program. The 3-week program aimed to enhance gender equality in a business context and empower women through entrepreneurship. The Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade funded project is a collaboration of 3 University of Southern Queensland research bodies: the Australian Centre for Sustainable Business and Development, the Institute for Resilient Regions, and the International Centre for Applied Climate Sciences. Project leaders from each research bodies carefully selected project participants in consultation with partner organisations to ensure participants were well placed to apply new skills, knowledge and capacities in their home countries. This was particularly important given the many challenges people, especially women, face in progressing businesses, including now rebuilding after Nepal's devastating earthquakes. The participants were from 3 project partners: the Bangladesh Women Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which is the first chamber in the country to work exclusively on the economic and social empowerment of women. The USQ program will contribute to the Chamber's 2020 vision to graduate 5,000 women from micro-businesses to leadership roles. The Centre for Entrepreneurship Development at BRAC University, which encourages Bangladeshi entrepreneurs by imparting knowledge and skill that will enable them to develop and grow. The program will directly benefit the Centre's new Business Incubation Centre that supports the launch, growth, stabilisation and long-term success of business enterprises. And Nepal's Industrial Enterprise Development Institute, whose multi-pronged activities include technical skill-building workshops which create an opportunity for women to network, gain exposure to local and foreign markets, and capacity building for new innovative products. The USQ program adds specific value in the areas of creativity, innovation, disability-inclusive strategies, and building competitive advantage for women. The tailor-made program was composed of case studies of successful practicing Australian female entrepreneurs and agents of change in 6 cities along the eastern coast of Australia. The program also included workshops to facilitate actions and frameworks for post-program implementation and a tailor-made toolkit of Australian best practices, policies, research and promotion initiatives to build participants' capacity and knowledge. Starting in Brisbane, participants workshopped self-exploration as an entrepreneurial leadership tool and how using the Enneagram tool can help individuals starting out or growing their business to better understand their personality type. They heard about mentoring rural women to assist them build structures into their daily lives and businesses that will empower them to make a difference. And visited the River City Labs, where early-stage startup businesses can access office space, along with mentors, seminars, networking events and venture investors.
It's been 3 weeks now. We've had about 30 various presenters and workshop presenters and skill providers, and we've done site visits and we visited accelerators and incubators and so forth. So there's so many things, but what stand out for you about maybe a couple of things that you've learned that you can take back?
I never realized, because I was so much in a rush to do everything at the same time, to do my studies, to be an entrepreneur, to be working for the chamber as well, that I never really stopped to think about myself. And I think the first week was very important to me because it told me that I needed to be self-aware. I needed to take care of myself, to take care of others. And I think that is something that I'm taking back from Australia.
Think about myself. This is very important. We are very busy all the time. We don't have time to think about ourselves. But all the speakers, they are talking about that, think about yourself first.
One idea I like is mentoring. And even in mentoring, we also trying to do mentoring, but now we knew that it was not mentoring, just some counseling.
It was coaching, it was really coaching.
And a main thing I learned from this program, which is new for me, is the difference between mentoring and coaching.
On the Sunshine Coast, participants workshopped social identity, facilitated with presentations by the program's partner organisations to achieve shared understanding of the key trends, drivers and challenges impacting upon women entrepreneurship and business sustainability in Bangladesh and Nepal. Further workshopping discussed how entrepreneurial leaders can support others in setting and achieving goals using the GROW model and co-creating a future with others in order to tackle today's complex world challenges. Case studies included learning about the importance of digital literacy and how to support regional communities to develop an idea into reality.
We know Facebook, we know Twitter, everything, no? And everybody use that, but it is only for personal use and wasting the money, pocket money. No? But now I learn very important thing, we can use that things in the business life.
Participants discussed starting and growing a thriving business covering topics such as planning, setting plans, client relationships, target markets and branding. Brandology was further discussed and the importance of building core values into brands. Participants also heard about inspiring talent and the recruitment, coaching and personal branding of executives. They heard about the Australian Government program which aims to empower Australian businesswomen to scale up their businesses by trading internationally and how women can reinvent themselves over the course of their career and start afresh in a fluid workforce that is constantly undergoing social, economic and technological change. Participants also visited the York Butter Factory, which is a co-working space and community for early-stage technology entrepreneurs.
There is still the women in Australia having the challenges, the women over their faces. Maybe the Australian women having the less challenges than our women. So I can even share the journey and the stories that how they started their business, how they grow. And the most important is that people get frustrated when they get a fail in one of the business. That we can say it's not a frustration. You shall get into because if you fail in one business, it's not you're a failure. You just fail in one business.
All time I was very afraid, and what can I do? I don't know. But this program attended, I think I'm very much confidence.
In Sydney, participants workshopped using crowdfunding, where a group of individuals pledge or donate towards a common project goal outlined by the creator or entrepreneur. They also heard about the importance of investing in women, buying products and services from women, and about matching compatible people through selective networking to find angel investors, mentors, networks, co-founders, and markets. They learnt about how to design a powerful business around their life plan, rather than have the business dictate how they will live their life, and online labour hire services to increase employment of people with a disability. Participants visited startup accelerator Blue Chili, which helps build highly investable, scalable and well-designed businesses that are enabled by technology.
It's a good refreshing for us. And seeing the woman in Australia, we also see that it's nothing much difference from our part of the country, because women are struggling in the same manner, that work-life balance. And I am amazed to see some of the ladies' story, how they have struggled. And after all this struggle, they still believe that you really need to take care of yourself. That self-energy is really motivating for me.
I learned many others knowledge this program, and I share others businesswomen, incubator center, and networking. I like this program, and business by design, innovative idea. I applied
my business.
So I think there's a huge missing piece of having capital investment to encourage more entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So my huge takeaway is crowdfunding and business angels.
Okay.
So these are some of the models that we could try out through CED. You know, BRAC has a huge reputation and they're very well respected. If we could use the center for encouraging more people to crowd in and maybe develop an innovation fund with some risk propensity for young people to fail as well, because you can't always have a foolproof entrepreneurial funding where every project is guaranteed to succeed. So I've been talking to the center already in the last 2 weeks that maybe we can start doing one, crowdfunding, second, angel investment, third, incubation, and having these competitions to, the startup kind of competitions to turn an idea into an actual business plan.
I really want to implement. One of that angel investor and the crowdfunding. These are very really needed in our country because we have the we have the access to finance. That's the main problem. So many entrepreneurs sometimes they want to do their business, but due to fund they don't want to. So we want to develop certain mechanism or process through that we can organize some fund for the women.
It's a total new idea for me, and I can share this idea when I get back to Bangladesh and share with our women, and they can implement on their work.
In Toowoomba, participants workshopped driving entrepreneurial climate change mitigation and adaptation strategies, along with sustainability reform in traditional industries, though new professions focused on energy efficiency, pollution reduction and reuse, wastewater treatment and recycling. They visited the Startup Toowoomba, where a passionate group of people driving change run a variety of events, workshops and mentoring activities to support their startup community. They heard advice about seeking creative, effective and meaningful business engagement, and how a not-for-profit organisation is providing a hub for entrepreneurs, startups, freelancers, designers, developers and social enterprises to connect and collaborate.
Because in our country there is no startup, so when I go back to my country, then I should start this startup so that being based on the women entrepreneur or potential women entrepreneur. I think so. We can do a lot on it on this area.
From this program, I build my self-confidence more, and also I'm planning to do much things for our women entrepreneurs. I like very much the angel investors and also the crowdfund.
That's a theme that's coming up.
And also I learned that the coaching and mentoring is totally different things. So I want to apply this mentoring and coaching things, and also the incubators.
The program concluded on the Gold Coast with a series of strategy development and post-departure workshops that will assist participants take their learnings from the workshop and apply them to their own businesses and share with other women in their home country.